dragons, truly awe-inspiring creatures. One that the Fraxinus Empire has been sure to make full use of, as the dragon is the figurehead and primary weapon holding the empire together. The origin of the empire can be found in the story of the Ashen Lord, whose conquest of the continent was made near trivial with the use of the first dragon. Asundorax, colloquially known as the Ra-e-Tar or Eater of Sun Rays, the power of this dragon remains uncontested after it was used to unite the three land masses into the empire that stands to this day. On the topic of these three land masses, after the initial conquest of each third of the continent, a new royal family was set up to rule over the given kingdom, and answer directly to the emperor. And to rule over these kingdoms they were given a dragon to rule their vast lands. These lesser dragons were formed from the discarded flesh of Asundorax during its many wars. These masses of flesh would grow into a dragon. But these dragons took forms dramatically differing from the base form of the progenitor dragon. First of these being Draco Aquatilis. These were the first formed lesser dragons formed during the conquest of Promaxis. The particular injury was sustained during the takeover of a port city. Due to these conditions, the dragons have taken on many aquatic features such as webbed digits and a more hydrodynamic scale arrangement. These are also the largest of the lesser dragons and were gifted to house Edoku, as they were the first to side with the Ashen Lord. The second, Draco Aurelius. These dragons were formed in Phalanx, while sieging a mountain fortress. Due to these high altitude conditions, these dragons are now well suited for aerial maneuvering. Sporting 6 wings formed from each of their limbs, making them extremely agile in the air, perfectly suited for their mountainous home, and were gifted to house Lan Huoyan. Last of the three, Draco Terrestris. Formed in Distal while facing one of the largest land armies of the time, these dragons are more heavily armored than the rest. Due to its increased weight, they cannot fly as long as the other dragons. In response, they've adapted to terrestrial movement and hunting. Developing much stronger forelimbs for locomotion and combat, and even adapting its wings as another set of hands to pin combatants, these dragons seem to be hyper-aggressive and hard to control. It's suspected that they were given to House Cocton as some sort of punishment for being the last to join the Empire, though this has never been said outright. These beasts are what allow such a vast empire to function in the way it does, with even the notion of a dragon quelling any thought of insurrection that may come to mind, keeping a sort of uneasy peace throughout the empire. Though the closest advisors of the first Ashen Lord realized ruling through fear, though reliable, might not be the best method, and would go on to propagate a revised version of the previous widespread religion known as the Church of Our Burned Lord, or Kobal for short. Due to the revisions of Kobal texts and teachings, it is now believed that the first Ashen Lord is the second coming of the titular Burned Lord, a sort of messiah figure in their religion. This has elevated the dragon riding class as almost beyond human, and this may be true to a degree, though I'll touch on that later. But with the case of dragons, the divinity was way easier to sell due to their larger-than-life nature. Claims have been made that dragons are sunlight-given skin and that they know not death, which holds up fairly well, as there is no officially documented case of a dragon dying, be it by old age or injury. Though I should put heavy emphasis on officially documented, as me and my peers have recently been looking into sites with structures heavily resembling what could be the skeleton of a dragon. Though we can't confirm, as these are claimed to be old monuments further proving the divinity. In addition to this, they also have some key differences to all known dragons. But the strangest details about these sites are the odd manner in which magic interacts with these suspected husks. It's known that dragons can take in ambient magic from the environment while going into a sort of hibernation-like state to sustain the gargantuan size. And it seems as if these bones act as a sort of nexus for magic, with there being heightened rates of mage-born in these areas and other magic-related anomalies. But one of the more notable ones being the appearance of the dragon-born. We believe these people are the result of the heightened levels of magic in the area and have started to exhibit symptoms of a curse. This is caused by high levels of magic and the mass belief in a specific concept, in this case it's dragons. Hence these people show physical similarities to dragons, possessing horns, slit eyes, scales and the such. Despite these striking features, they are seldom seen, as after the initial formation of the empire they took a massive population hit that coincided with the spread of the revised church. We have reason to believe this was on purpose, due to the fact that the royal dragon riders display similar features with the dragon born due to their constant exposure to living dragons, though the church has spun this as a sign of the divinity. So consequently they saw it necessary to wipe all proof of non-royal dragon born from the empire, be it by genocide or other means. We currently have a member on the inside to get less biased information about the royal family, and I should be hearing back soon. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about this world or project and want them to be answered in a video, please comment them in the Q&A video before this and they'll hopefully be included in the next video I'll be working on.